Welcome friends, Retro Commodore Space Magic. It's that time of year again to play a little bit of The Haunting on the Sega Genesis. It's a very unique game. It's the only game like it I've seen before. So we'll just get right to the game. Basically, there's this family that you want to go around and haunt for various reasons. You have various places you can haunt, I guess, within the house. You're the green guy. The blue places, you jump in and out of those, and they'll arm them, and they'll bounce around like you see there. And then they'll go check them out. Something interesting will happen, and they'll get scared. The green places are interactive. Just swing them on around. And the sort of orange places are instant, where as soon as you trigger them, as soon as you try to jump back out of them, they instantly trigger like this. Those come in handy in case the person's trying to run out of the room. You can sort of stop them for a moment and scare them again with something extra. The game also has what you might call a fun part and a not fun part. The fun part is this part right here, where you're going around scaring the ectoplasm out of the house, doing all the different spooky things in the house. The not fun part is when you run out of ectoplasm and have to go into whatever the other dimension is in the game to get more ectoplasm back, to refill your ectoplasm. It's actually a little bit of a slow-paced game. And as you play through the game, after you scare everyone out of the house, they go to the next house, which is bigger, with more rooms in them. Wait, come back! Oh well. Every house has more rooms than the previous house, with more things to haunt and interact with. So part of the game is as much about exploring what the different things in the house do as much as it is about doing anything else. Now, the interactive objects are always my favorite. Those are the most fun. Well, there we go. See, we just dissolved because now we have to get more ectoplasm. This is the not fun part of the game. This sort of dungeon level. And as you get through the game, the dungeon levels also get bigger and more difficult to navigate. Whoop! You gotta dodge all the baddies in here. This is the one place in the game where your character can actually be damaged. In the house, they can't be damaged. In the house, you're just trying to spookify everyone. But here, they can actually be damaged. And this first dungeon level is a very tame example of what the dungeon levels are like. This one only has the fists or the arms coming out of the walls, and it has some of those bats. But later dungeon levels have many more obstacles and things. Okay, we'll arm that chair. Jump in here, get it ready. Ooga spooky spooky. Oh, come back here. Oh well. Of course, when you do scare them, they drop some ectoplasm. Which is why you always want to scare them as much as possible on any particular screen, so they can drop more ectoplasm And you can avoid going to that dungeon level as much as you can. No, you gotta stay. Come back. There we go. Oh, no. You do have to be careful with the green interactive locations. Because if the person is already getting ready to run out of the room, you can sort of chase them out the door that way. Whereas the orange ones, sort of the instant scares, like this, they just trigger instantly. And even if the person is running out of the room when you do them, they stop and watch them. I think we're just about ready to get him out of the house. You'll know because they go into a room where there's an outside door, like this room here. And the door will open, and they'll just run out. Okay, very good. Very good. Now let's find someone else in the house. There's Flo, Tony, and Mimi. Flo's up this way. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's arm some blue locations first. There's one. Right. Well, that's not what I meant. But there's one right here. Arm that. Okay, there's one here. Arm that. There's an interactive one here. We'll just sit in it and wait. Space. An instant one here. Come back, there's more to do. Oh well. So Flo has run down to right here. Come on, baby. Let's see, there should be more instant... Come back, stop! Aha! Get a little more ectoplasm squirted out of her. That's what we like, baby. Charge this one up. And this one here. This one here. Oh, she's trying to leave. So you can see how unique a game this is. If you haven't seen this game before, if you haven't played it before, it's really a unique game, and I would highly recommend it. Okay, now it's Mimi's turn. Charge up a few of these places. Charge up this one too. Is there anything else in this room? Oh, see, with some of the smaller rooms, they don't have that many things you can do in them. And every time you enter a room, you can only do one thing per room. I mean, like any particular location, you can only do it once for each time you enter the room. Okay, now we're back here. Have to be careful. Avoid the grabby hands. They want to get friendly. Grabby hands. Try to avoid them as best as possible, both waiting them out and jumping. Sometimes it's almost better if there's a particular drop of ectoplasm that's hard to get to because of whatever is blocking it. It's almost better just to not get that drop of ectoplasm, really. So now we've re-entered the room and we can redo the various things. We didn't do the stereo one yet. Oh, there she goes. Warp. Okay, where is she now? One room up. Get through the door. Arm the TV, the fish tank. And she wet herself. How lovely. And then there's another quick automatic one there. Come on. Sometimes it can be hard to jump into an item precisely when you want to. But despite the control issues with the game, like I was saying before, it's a fun game. Now, where'd that Mimi go? Okay, she should be in this room. Oh well, we'll just start arming stuff. And she should appear. Arm this one. There she is. Hello. Come on, we did arm the painting, didn't we? Maybe she's too far away to trigger it. Arm all the things. Oh, and there she goes. Splarp, splarp, splarp. And that just leaves Tony, who's down in his room. So that's down here. You would think any one of these things would make him run out of his room, really. Quick. Nope. He's gone. So he's up in the dining room, it looks like. Or this room, really. Nope, he's trying to leave. Try to scare a little extra of the ectoplasm out. Oh, that's not what I meant. And if you're trying to get them to leave quickly, as in run out of the house quickly, you can sort of try to engineer things so that you, what's he doing? Picking his nose. So that you scare them in the direction of the door. Which we're currently not doing. Oh, and if you take a while, sometimes these baddies show up, and then you have to... You press the B button and you start spinning. And then you press a direction and you kick that direction. And you can kick the baddie enough to make it disappear. And if the baddie grabs you, it just soaks up your ectoplasm. It uses some of your ectoplasm. Which of course means then you have to go back to the dungeon area more quickly to get more. There, he ran out of the house. Even though we weren't near one of the outside doors, I guess he got scared enough to where he decided to run out of the house. Anyhow. So that is just a little look at the first house here in The Haunting. You can collect letters in the dungeon dimension to get an eventual bonus and things. And you can see that the number of obstacles increases quite a bit as you progress through the game. And then it's on to the next house. You can see it's a bigger house. It's laid out differently. Different rooms and different things you can do in them. But that's just a little look at The Haunting considering the time of year. And like I said, if it interests you even a little bit, it's worth trying out. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, upvote, all of those good things. And tune in again next time for more retro fun.